Welcome to the Midnight Players program, where we cold read your favorite old-time radio plays. Every flib, flub, and flop completely uncut. And now, for tonight's episode, The Battle at Tower Rock.
The man in the saddle is angular and long-legged. His skin is sun-dyed brown. The gun in his holster is gray steel and rainbow mother of pearl, its handle unmarked. People call them both the six-shooter. Jared Picolny as the Six-Shooter, a transcribed series of radio dramas based on the life of Britt Ponset, the Texas plainsman who wandered through the Western Territories, leaving behind a trail of still-remembered legends.
Tower Rock sure was spruced up. Flags on almost every building, a big banner stretched out all the way across Main Street, all the way from the roof of the hotel to the top of Whitford Bank. Franklin County Fair, that's what it said. Prizes, rodeo, free barbecue. Saturday, August 20th. Come one, come all. Well, tomorrow will be the 20th. I'd come to town a day early to be sure of getting a room. Good thing I did, too. Only one left was on the second floor. The livery stable side of the hotel at that. Put my clean shirt in the dresser drawer and headed downstairs. The clock in the lobby said 3:15. Well, that meant I had time to sort of give Tower Rock the once-over before supper and... Thought maybe I'd wander over and see how Kermit and Rome was getting along. But just as I was crossing the street, I saw Rome come out of the front door of the bank. Rome, hey! Hey, Rome!
Oh, Britt! Well, they finally decided to put in an appearance, huh? How are you?
I'm fine, Rome. I'm just fine. I was just on my way over to see you.
You're not running short of cash, are you, Britt?
Oh, no. That was going to be a social call. Not that I'm flush or anything like that.
Come in town for the fair, huh?
Yeah. I haven't been to one since I don't know when. I figured Dad Morgan's cat'll do without me for a few days, so... well, how are things with you, Rome?
Oh, so.
Bessie, is she all right?
Oh, pretty well.
Kermit, Thelma?
I guess they're all right.
Oh, you guess.
I ain't inquired lately. Well, I better get moving. I told Bessie I'd pick her up at the schoolhouse. She's on the decorating committee. I'll see you later, Britt.
Yeah, I'll see you. Well, I sure couldn't figure out what was the matter with Rome, the way he froze up when I mentioned Kermit. Why, they'd always been more like kin than in-laws. Folks said it sure was lucky for the Whitford girl to marry two fellas who got along so well, especially after Jez Whitford died and left the bank to both his daughters, 50-50. Kermit and Rome, they turned into first-class bankers, too. Why, the Whitfield Bank probably... it was worth about twice as much now as it was back when Jess had run it.
Well, hello, Britt. Where'd you come from?
Oh, Kermit. Oh, I was just thinking about you.
About me?
Well, yeah. Well, I ran into Rome a minute ago.
Yeah, I suppose he was shooting off his mouth again.
What? Well, no.
Just don't believe everything you hear, Britt. There's two sides to every story. Remember that.
Sure, Kermit.
Well, gotta be running along. Thelma's at the schoolhouse waiting for me to fetch her home.
Okay, well, you could have saved yourself a trip.
Huh?
Well, that's where Rome was heading to get Bessie. You could have picked her up. Thelma picked her up and Thelma at the same time.
Why, you think they'd ride in the same buggy, do you?
Huh?
Well, I'll probably see you at the fair tomorrow. So long.
Yeah, sure, so long. Well, there just wasn't any doubt about it. Something had happened between the Binghams and the Maddens, that's all. Must have been something pretty serious, too, by the way Kermit and Rome had been acting. And knowing Thelma and Bessie like I did, oh boy, I sure was glad I wasn't involved in that. They was real firm women, Thelma and Bessie. Always had been, ever since they was girls. I couldn't help wondering just what had set 'em off. Not that it was any of my business, of course, but, well, Otis Speed, you know. Otis Speed, no? Yeah, being the justice of peace and the local undertaker, he knew almost everything that went on in the Foster County. Otis Spear would know.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing like it, Britt, the way they've been behaving. Why, they ain't even spoke to each other for the past 2 months.
You don't say.
Take turns going to church. One Sunday the Binghams attend services, next Sunday the Maddens, just so Thelma and Bessie won't meet up.
Well, that's the darned... I can't believe it.
Well, that ain't the half of it, not the half. You remember the Social 16? You know, them couples always get together and play whist on Friday nights.
Yeah?
Well, it ain't the Social 16 no more. Bingham's pulled out, and the Medalias, and the Johnsons, and the Potters, and they all left at the same time. Now we got 2 Social 8s now.
You mean this foolishness is gonna be on Thelma and Bessie? Are the folks is taking sides too?
I say they are. The whole town split right down the middle.
Well, I never heard of such a thing. How'd it start, anyway?
Well, last May, there's a beginning. Thelma's birthday is first week in May. Her sister Bessie is just a year younger, almost to the day. Her birthday's the 10th or 11th, somewhere right in there.
Okay.
Well, it seems Kermit brought his wife a new Surrey for her birthday present. Had it shipped all the way out from Kansas City, you see. Thelma sure was proud, too. Well, can't blame her. It's just about the nicest carriage this town had ever seen. Well, nicest until it came for Rome to give Bessie her present the following week.
You don't mean he bought Bessie a Surrey, too?
Yep, that's what he did. Even fancier than the one Kermit gave to Thelma. Yep, a whole lot fancier. Red leather seats with the real springs in 'em. White top painted white wheels. Of course, Rome said it was just a coincidence that he'd ordered Bessie's Surrey long before he found out that's what Kermit was giving to Thelma.
And it sounds reasonable, too. He couldn't have done that.
Yeah, some folks think so and some don't. Kermit and Thelma claimed it was just plain spite work, that Rome and Bessie had always been jealous of him. Anyhow, that Surrey business just seemed to set everybody off, especially the women. Oh, being sisters, I guess they'd had their grievances before, but they'd always held them back. Now they just let fly in all directions. Why, Thelma's even going to,
Huh? What were you gonna say, Otis?
Oh, nothing, Britt, nothing. Say, you gonna stay for the fair, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's why I'm here.
Well, I was thinking maybe you wouldn't mind helping me out.
Oh? What?
You see, I'm the general chairman of the whole doings, and I got almost everything except in some of the judging.
Oh, well, I'm not much of an authority, but I guess I can kill a cow from a horse.
Oh, no. We all fixed up in that department, but the baked goods and the preserves and pickles, well, I just haven't been able to find the right person to hand out the blue ribbons there.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about cooking, Otis.
Well, you know about tasting, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's all you gotta do, Britt. Sample whatever they put in front of you and say which one tastes the best.
Oh, wait a minute, Otis.
I'll tell you what, I'll put you down for preserves. I got someone else take over the rest of the stuff.
No, but...
Well, I got a meeting of the barbecue committee over at the general store. You'll be here at the schoolhouse 9 o'clock in the morning. That's when the judging's supposed to start.
But wait, Otis, what? Gee whiz. The idea of me giving out blue ribbons for preserves. Why couldn't I tell peach from grape? Why I couldn't tell peach from grape if it wasn't for the color? Well, there wasn't any sense of me standing here in the funeral parlor worrying about it. So I went back to the hotel to fix up for supper. Yeah, who is it?
Bessie Madden, Britt.
Eh? Oh, well, just a second. Well, why don't you come in, Bessie?
Why, thank you.
Hey, you looking well?
Oh, so are you, Britt. So are you. My goodness, I don't think I've seen you look better.
Oh, now, Bessie.
Well, what I come by for was to pick you up and take you up over to our house for supper.
Oh?
You don't have any other plans, do you?
No, I was just gonna eat here at the hotel.
Oh, you don't think we'd let you eat at the hotel, Britt? Well, you're one of our closest friends, always have been.
Well,
I don't know why Rome didn't invite you when you met up this afternoon. Guess he just took it for granted that you'd know I'd be expecting you. We're having fried chicken, hot biscuits, some of my strawberry preserves. You do like chicken, don't you, Britt?
Oh, sure.
Well, what are you waiting for? I've got my Surrey outside, and I'd be glad.
Oh, excuse me, Bessie.
Of course, Britt, of course.
Britt, well, I just heard you were in Tower Rock, and I wanted to tell you Kermit and I are expecting you for supper. Now, I won't take no for an answer. Oh, I thought you were alone. Didn't mean to interrupt anything.
You're a little late, Thelma. Britt's having supper with Rome and me.
Might have expected you'd pull a stunt like this, Bessie Madden. Trying to bribe him, huh?
Bribe? Ladies.
And I suppose you didn't ask him for supper yourself. This is one time you can't lie out of it, Thelma. I heard you with my own voice.
There's no reason I shouldn't ask him. Britt's a friend of mine.
A friend of yours? You never put yourself out for him before. Not once in your whole life.
Bessie.
And since when were you so interested in his welfare?
Thelma.
The minute you found out he was going to be judging the preserves tomorrow, that's when.
Preserves?
We're on 9.
Yeah, top of 9.
Preserves?
As if I had any cause to try and influence him. My strawberry preserves have won first prize at every county fair for the last 10 years.
Yes, but I never entered against you before. I let you win, but this time it's going to be different.
You're just making a fool of yourself, Thelma. You couldn't cook up a strawberry preserve if your life depended on it.
Ha! I've got Mama's recipe too, and don't you forget it. I'll do that again. Once the sirens are over. Ha! I've got Mama's recipe too, and don't you forget it.
Now hold on there.
And all I have to do is...
Now hold on. Now just hold on there. I want to get this straight. Now both of you have entered the strawberry preserves in the fair tomorrow?
I have entered my preserves. Can't speak for her.
Oh, mine'll be there too. Don't you worry about that.
And I'm supposed to judge between them. Is that it?
Otis Spears said you'd agree to it.
That's right.
Well, Britt?
Just wait till I get my hands on Otis Spears.
Hey there, it's Kara, your favorite Midnight Player. We love making these episodes and we want to keep making more. So if you really love what we do, help the podcast grow by spreading the word. Remember to rate, review, and follow on Spotify, and be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at All This TV. We're also launching a Patreon. You'll get access to exclusive commentaries and bonus episodes, and most importantly, your subscription will help keep the show going. Check us out at patreon.com/allthistv. Links can be found in the description, and now, back to the episode.
And now, Act 2 of The Six Shooter, starring Jared Picolny as Britt Ponset.
Well, I told Thelma and Bessie that I couldn't have supper with either one of them. As a matter of fact, I kind of plain lost my appetite. I guess it didn't take me a while to get rid of them, though. They both of them kept lagging behind, wanting to get the last word in. But finally, they went home. Well, Otis Spears wasn't at the funeral parlor, so I went over to Widow Berkeley's boarding house where he lived and waited for him. It was after 9 o'clock before he showed up. Miss Berkeley had already gone to bed, and I heard the front door open, and I saw him head for the hall steps. Just hold on, Otis.
Huh? Oh, Britt. Well, what are you doing here?
I just wanted you to know that I won't be judging any preserves tomorrow.
What?
You heard me, Otis.
But Britt, you promised you'd do it.
I didn't promise any such kind of a thing. And I don't appreciate you trying to get me in the middle of this feud between Thelma Bingham and Bessie Madden either.
Oh, you found out, huh?
I sure did.
Well, I told you. Oh, sorry.
Hey, let me finish. I sure did. And they were over to see me, both of them. I never heard such a hand squabble in my whole life.
Well, I told you this whole thing between them was serious.
Well, there are a few things you didn't tell me, like the fact that they're both entering strawberry preserves at the thing tomorrow. Doings tomorrow.
Now, Britt, you don't understand.
I understand, all right. You don't want to tackle this job of judging those preserves yourself, so you shifted it on me. I understand it just right.
I couldn't judge them, Britt. Don't you see? Whichever way I was to choose, I'd make enemies of half the folks in town. The burying business would drop off 50%.
Now, Otis,
But you're an impartial judge, Britt. You ain't taking no sides in this fracas yet.
And what's more, I don't intend to either.
Well, of course, if that's the way you see it, if you want Thelma and Bessie to go on feuding and you don't want to do nothing to stop it.
Well, I sure don't see how my judging their preserves would have anything to do with ending their fight.
It's this way, Britt. You're the six shooter. Everybody in Tower Rock like you and respect you, and they all know you ain't got no axe to grind in this affair. So whatever decision you handed down, they'd have to accept it. Both of them, both Thelma and Bessie.
Well, maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't.
No, they would, all right. Now, what I'm getting at is this, Britt. Folks have forgotten about the two Surreys by now. The argument's gone way past it. And these here preserves have just about become the crux of the matter, you see. Bessie always been known for making the best strawberry preserves in the whole county. They're her chief claim to fame, you might say. Why, she's even took the blue ribbon in the state fair, too.
Oh, is that so?
And nobody's ever thought of entering against her, not for years and years.
Not until this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Now, if Thelma's preserves should be judged better than Bessie's, well, that mean Bessie's beat her on her own ground. Bessie wouldn't have a leg to stand on. She'd just have to admit Thelma won out, and, well, that might settle the trouble between them.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that'd be best, Otis, for Thelma's preserves to win?
Well, not necessarily, you see. If Bessie's should take the blue ribbon again, well, that sort of show everybody that she's still top dog in the preserve line anyway. Folks who had been supporting Bessie might swing over to Bessie. Folks that have been supporting Thelma might swing over to Bessie's side, and that might settle everything too.
Mm-hmm. The way you've got it figured out, it wouldn't matter who wins. Either way, the fight'd be over, that's it?
That's right, that's exactly it.
Mm-hmm. Well...
Of course, it's possible that Thelma's taking first prize might just make Bessie madder than ever and sort of add fuel on the fire, so to speak, and it's very possible that if Bessie was to win again, well, vice versa.
Vice versa. Yeah, I'd say it's more than possible. I'd say it's likely.
Oh, now, Britt, you mustn't look onto the dark side. I'm absolutely certain that if you make the right decision tomorrow, you'll end this whole thing once and for all. Thelma and Bessie go back to being fond of each other, and Tower Rock can have a little peace and quiet for a change.
I see. And just what is the right decision, Otis?
Oh, that's easy, Britt.
It is, huh?
Well, sure. All you gotta do is, get the blue ribbon to whichever one makes the best taste in preserves. You don't think we're running a Crooked County Fair, do you?
Well, sir, I never saw a fella like Otis Spears. He could talk circles around a Philadelphia lawyer. Well, finally I saw that if I was going to get any sleep at all tonight, I'd just have to give in. But I made up my mind to one thing. I wasn't going to have Thelma or Bessie turning on me, either one of them. I was going to say that their preserves taste exactly the same and call it a tie. And that way there wouldn't be any harm done, and I'd be leaving things just the way I found them. Of course, I didn't tell Otis what I was planning to do or anything. I just promised that I'd meet him at the schoolhouse in the morning.
Good. I knew you'd come around, Britt. Now, when you saw how much I needed you, I knew you couldn't let me down.
Well, Otis...
I'll walk you through the door.
Never mind. I can find my way out. Night.
Night, Britt. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, say...
Uh-huh.
There's one thing I forgot to tell you, sort of slipped my mind.
What's that?
In case you have any trouble deciding as to whose preserves are the best, well, there couldn't be a tie.
There couldn't be, why not?
Well, you could call it a tie, but that'd still mean Thelma had won.
How's that?
Well, don't you see, Britt? If Thelma's strawberry preserves are just as good as Bessie's, well, folks would think that Thelma been letting her sister win all these years by not contesting with her before. No, a tie would be the same as giving the prize to Thelma. You do see that, don't you?
Huh? Oh, yes. Sure. Oh, well, so long.
So long, Britt, and may the best woman win.
Cheep, cheep. Woof, woof, etc.
Britt. Oh, Britt.
Oh, hello, Kermit. You're up pretty late, ain't you?
Yeah. I've been looking for you.
For me? Oh?
Yeah, well, Britt, I think this quarrel between Thelma and Bessie and between Rome and me and all the rest of it, well, I think it's gone entirely too far.
You do? Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you say so. And why don't you just crank your microphone a little bit more towards your face?
Sorry about that.
That sounds good. Now I can hear you straight.
Yeah. No, let me run it back a little bit.
Yeah, why don't you repeat yourself one
Britt.
time? I got a bad ear.
Britt.
Yeah, Kermit, how you been? Up pretty late, ain't you?
Yeah, I've been looking for you.
For me, though.
Yeah, I will say that Britt, I think this quarrel's gone on long enough between Thelma and Bessie and Rome and me, and it's gone a little too far.
Yeah, you do. Well, I'm glad to hear you say so.
But, if Bessie and Rome won't come to their senses, well, they've just got to be taught a lesson, Maybe Thelma's right. Maybe the fair tomorrow is a place to do it.
What?
Well, at least everybody will be there to see Bessie when she gets her comeuppance. That is, if Thelma's strawberry preserves were to, what I'm getting at now, Thelma's just got to win, Britt. If she don't, my life will just be miserable. And Thelma's got a real knack for making me miserable.
Hello, Britt.
Well, hello, Rome.
I hope you don't mind me waiting here in your room, but I just had to see you. Bessie sent me.
Well, it was the same thing all over again for Rome, except that he was a little bit more forceful than Kermit. Well, after it had gone, I tried to get some sleep, but all night long I just kept dreaming about strawberry preserves. Jars and jars of strawberry preserves. Well, anyway, I finally woke up. It was after 7 o'clock, nearly 3 hours after my usual getting up time. Somehow I didn't feel very rested either. I got dressed and I stopped off at Gravy Gibson's Cafe for some breakfast. Not that I could eat very much. Then I started off in direction of the schoolhouse. The judging was already underway when I got there.
And second prize goes to Mrs. Half Spider for her devil's food cake. Honorable mention to Mrs. Johnny Seals for her chocolate layer. Honorable mention to Miss Addie Simpson for her sponge. Now let's see, the next item is, yes. Preserves. I don't see, there he is. All right, up here, Britt, up here. There he is.
So, excuse me, begging your pardon.
Well, folks, I guess y'all know Britt Ponset. Well, Brett's been kind enough to volunteer his services in judgment of the preserves. Now, let's see, I believe there are, there's only 2 entries. Only 2, well, yeah, that's right, 2. And they're both strawberry, quite a coincidence. Whoa. Yes, well, the first entrance is, let me see here. First entry is submitted by Mrs. Bessie Madden.
Okay.
Bessie Madden. And second entry comes from Mrs. Thelma Bingham. Now I'll just unscrew the caps on these jars. Goodness gracious, Miss Madden, don't even know. Miss Madden doesn't even know her own. Oh, well, now there we are. Well, you can just use the spoon right there on the table, Britt. It's clean, huh? Well, if you're ready, here's the first jar. Mrs. Bessie Madden's.
Thanks, Otis. I'll just,
Britt, be careful.
Oh, golly, I don't know what happened, Otis. I thought I had a good firm grip on it. Well, I sure am sorry.
Bet you are. Well, folks, seems we had a little accident up here. Miss Madden's preserves are kind of divided between the floor and Mr. Britt's trousers. Well, I just don't know what we can do here under the circumstances. Looks like I guess we'll just have to rule that there's only 1 entry available for testing, and
You'll just rule no such thing, Otis Spears. I've got another jar of my preserves right out in the hall.
Oh, another jar?
Brought it along, figuring there might be a slip-up somewhere. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, that sure was far-sighted of Bessie, wasn't it, folks?
Yay.
Well, while we're waiting, Britt can go ahead and taste Mrs. Bingham's jar. There you go, Britt. I'll hold it for you. Just spoon right in.
Well, uh-huh.
Oh, I missed my... Here now, and I'd appreciate it if you'd see that nothing happens to this one, Otis.
Don't worry, Bessie. Don't you worry. There. Now, this one came off a little easier. All right, Britt. These are Mrs. Madden's. Go right ahead.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, you had enough?
Yeah, I've had enough.
All right, folks, all right. Quiet down now, quiet down. Britt Ponset's ready to announce his decision.
Well, it's my opinion that I just want to be sure of one thing first. Now I understand that my job is to say whose preserves taste the best. Is that right? I'm supposed to pick the best tasting strawberry preserves in the whole county. Is that right, Otis?
That's right, Britt, that's right.
Yeah, all right. And now these preserves of Miss Madden's, they're very good. Now you might say they're excellent.
Yeah.
But I've had better. Ooh. And now there's no doubt about it, I've tasted better, and right here this morning too, right here in Tower Rock. Oh. And Miss Bingham's preserves here, now they're good. No, they're more than good. They're excellent too. Oh. But they're not the best. What do you mean? Now, ladies and gentlemen. To me, the best tasting strawberry preserves in Foster County are the ones I ate this morning at Gravy Gibson's lunchroom. Kill him! No, I'm awarding the blue ribbon to Gravy Gibson. Now you see he gets it, will you, Otis?
You can't do this, Britt. Gravy Gibson wasn't even entered.
You told me you wanted me to pick the best tasting preserves in the whole county, and that's what I done.
Why, the very idea comparing our preserves to the kind of thing Gravy Gibson serves up.
It's an outrage. I've never been so insulted in my whole life.
Now you see here, Britt Ponset.
If you think you can get away with this...
Why, for 10 years, Bessie Preserves have been winning blue ribbons.
And Thelma used the same recipe I did, our mother's recipe. And nobody's ever had a finer recipe of strawberry preserves than Minnie Whitford.
That's right.
Now, wait just a minute.
Don't you just wait a minute, us.
No, sir. Why, half the time you can't even eat Gravy Gibson's food.
Why, everybody knows that.
Of course. Well, this is the last county fair I'm ever going to enter, Otis Spears.
And that goes for me, too. Bessie, come on, let's get out of here.
The sooner the better.
Well, don't just stand there, Kermit. Can't you see we're leaving?
Oh, yeah, yes, dear. Here, yeah.
Rome, come along.
Yes, Bessie.
Why'd you do that, Britt? They set off a rupture. Or they set off together, all four of them. Together.
Yeah, that's how it looked, all right.
Well, if that don't beat the dust. You've got them so mad at you, they went off together. I might have knowed you was up to something.
Well, I don't know what you was talking about, Otis. I was just giving my considered opinion about strawberry preserves. You know, the funny thing about it was, it's true what I said. The preserves I've had on my breakfast toast over at Gravesy Gibson's did taste better than Thelma's or Bessie's. Of course, the fact of the matter was, I really couldn't taste their preserves at all. I just burned the daylights out of my tongue drinking Gravy's coffee. Ugh, couldn't taste a thing afterwards. Boy, that was miserable coffee. If I ever... Gravy is such a terrible cook.
This has been the 6-shooter Battle of Tower Rock. Featured in today's cast were Jared Picolny as Britt Ponset, Deji Pancole as Kermit Bingham, Tiffany Villalobos as Bessie Madden, Cara Mackerline as Thelma Bingham, and I, Tomas Ledesma, was Rome Madden and Otis Spears. This episode was produced by Tiffany Villalobos, Tomas Ledesma, and Jared Picolny. Edgar Grajeda was our co-producer, and Deji Pancole was our cinematographer. This has been an All This TV production.
Yeehaw! Cut it!